حلقتنا النهارده حلقة مميزة علشان النهارده هقدم لكم أقدم طريقة غش حصلت في تاريخ الشطرنج، فيلا بينا. ده فيديو بيوضح ازاي طريقة الغش تمت سنة 1770. يلا بينا.
This is the Turk, a mechanical.
تمام، هذا هو ترك، كانوا مسمينه التركي. تمام. ده رجل آلي، روبوت. المفروض ان ده اقدم روبوت في تاريخ الشطرنج، اقدم روبوت في التاريخ اصلا بيلعب شطرنج. تمام.
chess-playing robot from the 1700s that was basically unbeatable. It made its own moves, called checkmate, and even laughed in its opponent's face. For almost
ده شكله. تمام، ده كانوا بيشيلوه أربعة زي ما انتم شايفين. الروبوت ده كان بيلعب أساطير وملوك، يعني هو لاعب نابليون وكسبه. تمام، ده كان الشكل، كان عبارة عن مربع كده اللي هو الصندوق اللي كان تحت، وده شكل الروبوت اللي كان بيلعب الضخم ده. كانوا لافين حاجة حوالين دماغه.
some of the best chess players and historical figures and beating them all. Hundreds of articles were written trying to expose its secrets, but no one ever figured out how it worked, or if it was actually real or not. Amazingly, the real secret behind this mysterious machine remained unknown for almost 90 years and was almost lost completely when the Turk eventually perished in a fire. We modeled the entire thing to show you how this incredible machine worked and how it managed to trick the entire world for almost a century. The story begins in Vienna in 1769, where a special event was being held by the Empress of Austria. At the event, the audience were being treated to a show by a famous French magician who performed illusions using magnets. While the audience was blown away, one man was less than impressed. Hungarian inventor Wolfgang von Kemplin. He worked for the Empress and promised that he would come back next year with a much more impressive creation of his own. And so, over the next 6 months, in the secrecy of his own home, he constructed the Turk. Kemplin revealed his creation at the next event, and it was an absolute hit. The audience watched on in amazement as this mysterious-looking mannequin came to life, moving around the chess pieces and destroying his opponent. Word spread quickly about the Turk, and soon hundreds of people around Europe wanted to take on the machine. 10 years went by, but the demand to see the Turk was higher than ever, and so Kemplin took the machine out on the road, starting its first European tour in 1783. This is how a typical show would go. At the beginning, Kemplin would go around opening the cabinet doors and inviting people to look inside the machine. Starting with the left door, it would reveal a compartment full of complex machinery. To show that there was nothing hiding behind the machinery, he opened the door at the back and lit a candle so that the audience could see right through the machine. Then he closed the rear door and opened up the main compartment, which was mostly empty. With all the doors open, Kemplin pulled out a set of chess pieces from the drawer at the bottom. The Turk was now ready to play. Kemplin would challenge the most intelligent member of the audience to try and beat the Turk, and almost always the Turk would come out on top. Kemplin and his machine.
وهنا احنا نقف شويه. فالمهم الرجل الآلي ده قعد يسافر العالم كله، بيلاعب الملوك، بيلاعب اعظم لعيبه الشطرنج في الوقت ده، وبيكسبهم كلهم. السر في الموضوع ان صاحب الترك اصلا اللي هو صنعه جه في مره بعد 30 سنه هو وراكب مركبه، المركبه غرقت ومات السر معاه. فالترك ده واحد اشتراه بعد كده ب 300 ألف دولار، رقم كبير جدا، يعني ممكن يكونوا 300 مليون دولار دلوقتي. تمام. المهم ده اشتراه، وبعد كده قعد حوالي 40-50 سنة كمان بيلعب شطرنج، بيكسب، ومفيش حد عارف يكسبه، ومحدش عارف ايه السر بتاع الرجل الآلي ده. بعد كده الراجل ده توفى واتنقل لواحد تاني لواحد تالت، لحد ما جم في فترة كده بعد 80 سنة من عمر الرجل الآلي راحوا حاطينه في متحف، والمتحف ده حصلت فيه حريقة، والترك ده راح مولع ومات السر معاه اللي محدش عارف يكشفه لمدة 90 سنة، لحد ما واحد ربنا يبارك له ابن واحد من الملاك بتاع الترك ده قرر انه يكشف السر بعد سنة واحدة بس من الحريقة بتاعة الرجل الآلي. فيلا بينا نشوف.
Was no doubt one of the best kept secrets in the world. It traveled everywhere, constantly under scrutiny from the world's brightest minds. And yet, even through multiple owners, it managed to take its secrets all the way to the end. It seemed like the secrets behind the Turk would remain unknown forever. But a year later, the son of the Turk's last owner published an article that would finally reveal the truth. These are the secrets behind the Turk. As it turned out, the Turk wasn't automated at all, and was in fact operated by a chess master hidden inside the machine at all times. The fake machinery and the bottom drawer didn't extend all the way to the back of the cabinet, and so there was space for the operator to sit with his legs stretched out under a fake floor. Before the left door was opened, the operator would slide forward on a movable chair into the main compartment, closing behind him a secret door. The presenter would then open the rear door and show the audience that there was nothing but machinery inside. As the presenter closed the rear door, the operator would slide back into his original position, closing another door behind him and in front of him. The presenter would then open up the front and rear doors to the main compartment to allow the audience to see inside. Having seen right through the whole machine, the audience would now have full belief that no one could be hidden inside the machine. The doors were then locked, and the Turk was ready to come to life. The operator would slide back into the main compartment.
لحد دلوقتي الموضوع عادي جدا. انا مصدق ان ممكن واحد جوه بيحرك. تمام. ازاي بيحرك القطع؟ يعني دي الصياعه اللي في الحته الجايه. اللي فات ده كان عادي، يعني احنا شفناه في حاجات كتير، اللي هو السحر اللي بيجي بيقطع شخص والكلام ده. بس ازاي قدر يحرك الرجل الآلي؟ ازاي بيقدر يلعب افضل النقلات في الوقت ده يعني؟ تمام. ازاي بيقدر يشوف اصلا القطع النقله اللي فوق، اللي الشخص فوق اصلا بيلعبها؟ فيلا بينا نشوف.
And open a hidden door inside the Turk's body, revealing a candle, a chessboard, and a mechanical lever which would control the Turk's arm. The lever was in fact a clever pantograph mechanism, using strings that would mimic the exact movements of the Turk's arm. It had a pointer, which the operator could lift to raise the arm and twist to close the Turk's fingers. By moving the pointer over the chessboard, it would move the Turk's hand over the exact same square on the real chessboard. But how did the operator see the moves his opponent was making? Above the operator was a fake ceiling that could be taken down to reveal the bottom of the real chessboard. Under each square was a small magnet dangling from a copper wire. The chess pieces themselves also had magnets in their base, and so the magnets would get pulled up wherever there was a chess piece. As his opponent picked up a chess piece, the corresponding magnet would drop and wobble for about 30 seconds, allowing the operator to see what piece had moved and replicate it on his own chessboard. To this day, the original operator of the Turk is unknown. During Metzel's tours, the machine was operated by an impressive list of chess masters, all of whom kept their part of the secret. Over the course of its 90-year career, the Turk played hundreds if not thousands of games, and won almost all of them.
وبس. ودي كانت قصة أول حالة غش اكتشفت في التاريخ.